Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone back. Today, we are going to be reading your initial thoughts on the brand new Terminous intro cutscene. I asked you on Twitter hours after the cutscene uploaded by Call of Duty. Said, give me your thoughts, and well, you guys delivered. If you want to see more content like this after the gameplay trailer, COD Next, and many other crazy things, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We upload zombies content all the time, unique and innovative. And if you stay subscribed, I guarantee you'll enjoy it. All right. Let's see what you guys gotta say. Daddy Richtofen. Yeah, Keegan. Richtofen does make an appearance in this trailer. Not physically, but he actually is written behind Weaver, and he's mentioned. This is the first game that it looks like, at least from the initial, sort of look, is that Richtofen is going to be our villain. It's gonna be hard to root against Richtofen because he's been such a big catalyst throughout this whole thing. Or maybe we're seeing Richtofen's perspective of everything's going on. Bottom line is, in the end of Forsaken, when everything happened, Richtofen definitely fucked them over. And although we see everything about Richtofen, we have seen nothing about Samantha or Project Janice. What are those exactly? I think those are just things that we're gonna have to see in the future. But yeah, Richtofen being back is very exciting. Sky says, Cold War was the introduction of Weaver, Carver, Grave, etc. Gray. This is now the game we really like to learn and care about them, much like we did in BO3 The Premise. Character development was always the most important part of the story in COD Zombies. I'm excited to see that they brought it to the forefront again. Yeah, this game has been confirmed to have set crews, different characters, and, these are characters that really haven't, nailed and set home for many people for it, except for my boy Raptor 1. Look how fucking good he looks. But a lot of people haven't been, super convinced that they're going to love these characters because we've only seen them as a little PNG on the bottom right or left of our screen. Or we just seen, footage of them cutscenes. Are we going to see in-game dialogue, being able to actually talk throughout the maps, give the maps more character? Are we going to actually be able to dive into the character story? Not just the main story of Requiem, but also this side story with Maya and her brother. This story of Peck getting his revenge. Are we going to be able to dive into those? Honestly, I don't know, but hopefully Treyarch delivers, because one thing they've always been good at, even in bad games, is the writing. Malachi says, honestly, I'm so fucking hyped. Looks so good. I'm very excited to get in there and experience it. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped too. I'm always skeptical of a new Call of Duty, but whenever it comes to Treyarch, I know that they have their back. And I say Treyarch as a Treyarch main game, not a Treyarch main zombies mode by the Shanghai Sharks Treyarch making Vanguard. I'm talking about a main Treyarch exclusive game. And this one looks really, really good. I love everything I see. People have been calling it Cold War 2, but I think that's a bit of an unfair statement. Ginger Melon says, super sick, Raptor 1 needs to be a main character. If Raptor 1 was a main character, I will oil myself up and tweet Raptor 1 is absolutely amazing. If you know my history of Raptor 1, like 4 years ago, I made a funeral for him when he thought he died in
Williamson.
Nice to meet you.
Mary Woodbury.
Nice to meet you.
Jay Martell.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Tasha Robinson.
Come on, come on, come on. Feel that?
Emily George.
All right.
Outbreak. I love my boy Raptor 1. He's amazing. And if nobody got me, I know Raptor 1's got me, and I want to oil him up. Dream Dricky, I think says it remains, or it's supposed to say Drippy. I don't know. It reminds me kind of Mob of the Dead from BO2. If anything like that, I'm gonna love it even more. Yeah. A lot of people are getting Mob of the Dead Zetsubo Shima vibes. I mean, it's an island, it's a prison. I get the Alcatraz vibe, but this map, I hope, has its own identity and doesn't fall back into other many things. I see that a lot with zombie maps. People are like, well, this kind of reminds me of this from this map, from this thing. And then people are like, oh, the spider, that's Zetsubo. And oh, the zombies map, that's Mob of the Dead. As long as they're able to create a through-and-through experience from top to bottom with Easter egg story side cutscenes and make the high rounds interesting, if they're able to really make this feel like a full-fledged map that we can't beat in a week, then I'm on board. I'm on board for that replayability. But if it's just going to sit there and be something we've seen before and be Mob of the Dead 2.0, I'm not really there for that. The Deceiver. It was cool, but I feel like they could have given us more. I kind of get that. I think that it's very cool, and it's a good idea to sort of introduce the story, but it is giving us some bit. I mean, we killed a guy in the very beginning. I don't know if that is Enos Duffer, the person we see from the declassified documents in the third video of The Truth Dies, or if that person is just someone random, maybe a warden, maybe he turned into a zombie boss. I don't know. It does give us new avenues of stories with, like I said, the Maya's brother, with getting revenge on Richtofen, with Weaver being insane, with the symbols behind him, with Peck getting his life work stolen. Do we know what that is? No. But it is very, very cool, everything I've seen so far, unless that Peck's wife work is Sophia from Forsaken. We're not sure. Honestly, we are not sure. In this whole thing, maybe we could have seen them kill a couple zombies. If that action is what you're looking for, I feel like we're going to see that in the gameplay trailer. but I 100% understand it being like, yes, it was a cool introduction for the map, but we actually didn't see anything really happen. Cavern. I thought it was great. Hope they continue the high quality cutscenes for the map introduction and Easter eggs. Yeah, the cutscene looked beautiful. The high quality HCGI looked great. They did a great job artistically, but one thing that does worry me is the map looks very gray. It looks very dark. And yes, there is ways for maps to look dark and colorful. Give an example like Mob of the Dead. But I don't want this map to look gray and dull. Kind of like a Kino Toten. Well, yes, back in the day, Kino Toten was that gray and dull. Looked great at the time. It was creepy, but you go back and play it and it hasn't aged very well, unlike a map like Shangri-La, which is aged gracefully, right? So I hope that it is, you know, I'm okay with this dark theme as long as there is color within the dark theme. And so far, I haven't really been able to see that. Perkaholics Gaming. It has quality storytelling like in the intros we used to have. Peck coming back as an ally is insane. And hearing them say the name Edward Richtofen, wanting to find him brings the game hype. W cutscene, since the character's not operators and feel like the soul is back. Does other people know that the operator system isn't returning? I feel like that was a very obvious thing. Everyone knows that operators are gonna be in the game, or sorry, are not gonna be in the game. We're gonna have a set crew, and then we're gonna have operators that we can, you know, manually put in if we would like, and I think that's good. Keeps the storytelling, but also if you want to keep customizable, that's awesome. It just, I wish that customizability didn't take away from the story, and in Cold War it did, but this game it looks like it won't. No more PNGs on the bottom left, hopefully. Unless it really adds, then I'd rather just have a full cutscene. Shutterpaw says, it was a great way to reintroduce the characters. The fact they mentioned Richtofen makes it clear he's a massive part of the story, which is exciting. A massive villain of the story. Not just a part, but a villain, which is different. We haven't seen that since BO1. This new version of Richtofen, is he a Primus version, an Eddie that came out from Tag? Is this a mixture of multiple different? Is it the pure Richtofen? Is it a evil version of Richtofen? We don't really know. Is Richtofen actually the good guy? And these guys are painting him as a bad guy? We don't really know. Honestly, Richtofen is the big question mark of the story. Richtofen, Samantha, Peck. Are these incentives that they are giving us real, or are they all fake? I don't know. But it is very cool to see the way the story is evolving and is, you know, sort of slowly maturing. And hopefully that it's not just cookie cutter like other zombie stories and we have real twists in map 1. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all the takes I have for you today. I appreciate you guys. If you guys would like to be featured in other ones like this, hot takes, replies, thoughts, comments, let me know by, you know, responding to next tweet, leave a like, and subscribing. Overall, everything I've read so far, whether it's comments on my tweet, YouTube videos, etc., is people are generally loving this. They're really enjoying what they've seen so far. And I can appreciate that. I think that's awesome. Hot take series with Guidos.gg coming out very soon. We finally recorded it. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are the absolute best. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you all in the next video.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.